Hello students, welcome to Avision SSC Bank Exams. I'm Sneha ma'am and today I'm back with our practice sessions. We have resumed our practice session and this is the 11th part. There was a break for some days, as I already said after the 10th part that I will be taking a break, and you people should also use that time in for a better purpose, like going through all the previous videos till now, making yourselves updated and going through each of the important portions for your exam, and then coming to solve the practice sessions, which will be great. And now we have resumed it. Today is the 11th part of it, so let's start the thing without much delay. So our first question starts with a synonym. Okay, so this is a synonym, and as you can understand, this is a very frequent question in your exams. Okay, this is a very frequent, importantly asked question. I've repeatedly advised you to improve your vocab skills because words are very important when you learn, choose them. You need to know the correct usage of all the synonyms and antonyms and why are they used in such places. So this is the thing. So our first question is a synonym, which means similar meaning words for the word coerce. Okay, so COERCE. So this is our word coerce, and we will go through each of the word to see how we can arrive at our answer. The first is enchant. The first option is enchant, which is not our answer because enchant means to cast a magic spell like that. Enchanting beauty, so a very captivating magical beauty like that. So this is not our answer. The second is pressurize, which will be our answer because coerce means to literally put pressure on people or someone to do anything, to make them do something. Okay, so coercing means to put pressure, to pressurize someone, make them force, to add force. Okay, if other than pressurize they would give force, this will be your answer. Cajoling is not our answer, but I would say very close to coerce. But remember, there is a very short, very small difference between coerce and cajole. Cajole means not a very forceful behavior. It means a long-term brainwashing. So this is very different. And coercing means to literally pressurize. So here is the difference, and D is leave, so that is not our answer. The next one is an error detection. So the sentence goes as we had to decline several orders in case that the production was held up due to labor strike. Right. So let's see our options. Number A option is in case that, and this will be our answer because we will not write in case that, we will omit that and simply use in case the production was held up. So this is the answer, and we need not look at the other options since we know that this is the portion they've given you the mistake. So the next one is an appropriate word, and that is a noun, adjective. These are the portions that you have to lay stress, and you have to read in general. General reading is very important. The sentence is his company has the dash of producing the best cricket balls in the country. So this is there has to be a noun which needs to be produced, and our options are number one, opinion, but opinion is not correct in this kind of sentence, so we can ditch the option. Number B is brand, No. Which has the brand, it's not applicable. Number C is reputation, and this is our correct answer because this will be the perfect one in this sentence. Reputation would mean the fame, they are a reputed company, so that will be the adjective form. What kind of company? Reputed company. And reputation is the noun. They have the reputation of producing the best cricket balls in the country. They have the good name, the of producing the best balls. And number D is position, so that is even not applicable. The next one is an antonym, which means what? Opposite meaning words, and that is scarce. So the word is scarce, and scarce means what? Very less. Scarce rainfall. Scarcity is the noun form. Scarcity of rainfall, crops, anything they say. And scarce means, scarce is the verb. So scanty is a synonym, few is also a synonym, seldom is not related to it, and the opposite is plentiful. That is our answer. Okay, plentiful is our answer because scarce means very less and plentiful means many. As you can understand, it comes from plenty, plentiful. So this is why it will be our answer. Number 4 is expansion. Same thing, antonym has to be produced for the word expansion. Okay, so first we have to know the meaning of expansion properly. The meaning of expansion is to expand, means to grow, to add, to increase. Okay, expansion of empire, expansion of wealth, company, anything. So adding to it, making it large. So our options goes as number 1, inflation. No, this is not related. Augmentation or is a synonym of expansion because augmentation means to increase again. Extension is also similar, but what is not similar is compression. That will be your answer because this is the opposite of expansion. Compression means to become less. Okay, lessen, to cut off, not the study lesson, to make it less, to cut off, just the opposite of expansion. Expansion meant to expand, to add, and compression means to cut off. We are moving to the next slide of questions. That is number 1. It starts with a wrong spelling word. Okay, so you can easily understand that not only your synonym and antonyms are important, but spellings are also very important, that you pay attention how they are written, why, and how is it a mistake, because they would be giving you confusing spellings. Calendar, this is our answer because this is a wrongly spelled word. Career is correct, callous is correct, carriage is also correct. Number 2 is again a proper word needs to be produced, a proper noun. Okay, the correct noun. Around 60, and these kind of sentences are very important because when you see there you will find your options very confusing and they are all related. When we will read, you will find out. Around 60 brands in colorful dash took part in Notting Hill Carnival. Okay, so and your options are what? Clothings, costumes, apparels, dressing. So you have to use each of them to see which is the perfect one. In colorful clothings, no, not in colorful clothings. So we can cut off clothings from our option because 60 brand in colorful clothings will mean that the brands are literally wearing the clothes. So that will not be an answer for sure. In costumes, no. But see apparel, in colorful apparel, that is the correct answer because there is a slight difference. for all the three other options, clothing, costume, dressing, it is meaning, the meaning is coming out in a verb form. That means what? It means that as if the brands, they are wearing the colorful clothings. Okay, so the words given over here, the three words apart from apparels, what is happening, they are being used in a verb form to mean that the brands would be wearing the colorful clothes. Around 60 brands in colorful clothings? No. In colorful costumes? No. That means they are in the costumes themselves. Dressing? Also no. But in colorful apparels, this is a very correct thing to listen, and also grammatically correct, because apparels literally mean the dresses themselves. Okay, in colorful dresses, so the brands, they have their dress, they have not dressed themselves. There is a very slight yet very important difference over here. And also because they have given you four options totally related, because all the four options are related to dresses. Apparels literally mean the dresses, but the three other options will mean that the 60 brands have dressed themselves in colorful clothes. So that won't be an answer. It will be the brands have their own colorful dress in colorful apparels, took part in Notting Hill Carnival. So that finishes this sentence. The next one is what? A group of words is given and we have to change it into one word. So it's a one word substitution. The question goes as: a person, animal or plant much below the usual height. Now let's explore our options. Number one is a wizard. Okay, wizard, dwarf, creature and witch. So wizard and witch are related. They are related to magic craft. So that won't be an answer. Creature is not a name. Okay, creature is a noun for animal. Creature means a living animal. But dwarf will be an answer, because this actually means these kind of living beings who are below their normal height. So we call them as dwarfs, and this is due to some shortcoming, a physical problem, a physical shortcoming. Otherwise they are all very normal human beings. There is nothing to do. It's just their growth hormones are not secreted properly to bring them up to a particular height, and they are just below the average normal height. So they are called dwarfs. So that is their name. So that will be your correct answer. Number 4 is again a substitution, wrong sentence substitution. The workers of this textile factory demand higher wages for a long time. Now here I would like to say that this is the reason why tense is an important topic, because you get random questions like these. Here there is an application of the perfect tense. I won't repeat much about this because I have I've explained many things in the original video on tenses, and those who will need can straight away watch that. Here what is the thing is, you can already see it's written that they are demanding it for a long time. So it's been going on. So there is a sense of a thing going on, right? And and according to the basic rules, what we have studied is, what we know is, when a present action is going on for quite some time, we will use a perfect continuous tense, because perfect continuous tense signify that the actions have started before, they are going on now, and they will be going on for some time in the present time. So that is why the correct form will be our number 1 option, that is, have been demanding higher wages, right? So that this is our correct answer. Number B is demanded higher wages, no. And number C is no improvement, which is also wrong. And has demanded also is not correct. Okay, so number 5, we come on to number 5. Again, an error detection. So correction, in fact, if you park your car here, the traffic police has fined you. Okay, so you can clearly understand there is some problem with this portion. Has fined you is not correct answer, because absolutely wrong. If someone does this, it will happen. So this is a future thing, right? And they have used a present perfect tense, so that is not anyway applicable. Number 1 option is dash will fine you. So this is a proper answer, because if you park your car here, the traffic police will fine you. That seems a correct answer. So we have come up to the last slide for today for our 11th practice session. This is a correct, here you have to select the correct active form. Okay, now this is interesting, because active passive, till now whatever sentences we have got from our previous question papers, they have all been given in the active form, and you had to choose the passive form, and that is comparatively easier, because many students, they first tend to learn the rule that, okay, I will just swap the position of subject object, and now I will come to my correct answer. Even this is very easy, but still there's some little carefulness that you have to show for arriving at your correct active form of sentence. Number 1 is every passing vehicle was being thoroughly checked by the guards. So as soon as you see anything with by, you can understand that, okay, this is in the passive form. And now first we will separate out our subject and object. This is our subject, and by the guards, and guards is the object over here. So in our active sentence, what happens is guards will turn into our subject, right? Guards are subject. The guards were thoroughly checking every passive vehicle. The guards have thoroughly checked every passing vehicle. Every passing vehicle were thoroughly checking the guards. No, absolutely wrong. And number D, the guards have been thoroughly checking every passing vehicle. We don't need a perfect tense anywhere, okay? I've already said that whatever the tense would be in the active passive, that exact tense will be there in our passive and active sentence, our consecutive changed sentences. So when we have every passing vehicle was being thoroughly checked by the guards, it will be the guards were thoroughly checking every passing vehicle. Why were? Because guards is plural, as you can see. Guards is a plural thing. Guards with were, because it's a plural thing. Thoroughly checking every passing vehicle. So plain and simple, this is our answer. Next is again a one-word substitution, that is a student who idly or without excuse absents himself or herself from school. Number 1, truant. Number B, vagrant. Number C, itinerant. And number D, migrant. So see, you have to pay attention that how all the words, they sound much similar, like truant, migrant, itinerant, vagrant. So they sound similar, but they all have their different meanings. Truant is our correct answer, because truant literally means this: someone who, without any explanation, they just absent from school. They don't come to school. They It is called playing truant. Okay, so truants are students who idly or without excuse they just don't come, or they run from school. So that has a type. Vagrant means not that. Vagrant means someone who does not have a home. Number C is itinerant. Itinerant means it comes from the word itinerary, that is our luggages that we carry while we are on a tour. And number D is migrant. Migrant is someone who is living away from their native house. Okay. Number 3 is the last one is again an active passive. Okay, so here you will have to write your passive form. The sentence goes as, do not buy medicines without the doctor's prescription. So this is a plain simple thing, and you would have to pay attention also to the nature of the sentence, right? So the nature of this sentence is what? The nature is, this is an important warning. In fact, this is not a choice. Basically, this is a warning. So for those kind of sentences, what would you do is, number 1 is medicines should not be bought without the doctor's permission. So see, here is an use of should. There is the use of should, because should means, this has been explained in the modal in the video of verbs. If you have to listen on it more, you will have to listen to that as well. But should is used when there is advice. Okay, do's, don'ts, these always use should. So medicines should not be bought without the doctor's permission. This is something that people need to follow. So this is a needful, this is an advice. So all the remaining ones are not our correct answers, and number 1 option is our answer. So with this, we come to the end of our 11th session, and today this is over. Tomorrow what we will do is again come back with some set of questions in order to solve. So in the meantime, if students have not watched the previous videos, do watch them, especially tenses, voices, verbs, and narration, all these, because they are very important for your exams. So thank you, students. Let's meet in the next practice session.